morning everyone. Welcome to our final project meeting about Harmoni Jaya company's internal control system. Today we will be reviewing our completed management letter and finalize our recommendation for Mr. Farid. Ms. Jana, can you confirm our attendance? Is everyone present today?
Yes, Mrs. Chairman. Present today are Ms. Haida as Mrs. Chairman, myself as Secretary, Mrs. Hanis as our first auditor, Ms. Alia as risk auditor, and Ms. Misha as report auditor. All 5 members are here and ready.
Excellent. Today we will be reviewing our technical assessment finding, discuss our control framework recommendation, present our management letter content, ensure report quality and completeness, and lastly to finalize our action items. We have completed our assessment of Harmoni Jaya's internal control, and I am pleased to say we have significant findings that will help these growing electrical part companies. Hanis, please start with your technical assessment review.
Thank you, Ms. Haida. Our assessment revealed 3 critical areas that need immediate attention. The biggest problem is inadequate segregation of duties in their key processes. We found that Aisha, their bookkeeper, does both recording sales transaction and handling cash collection. This removes important checks and balance in their revenue cycle. Aisha also prepares bank deposit and does bank reconciliation without independent review. Plus, Rizal, their salesperson, helps open mail with customer payments, creating chance for money to go missing before it's recorded.
These risks are very serious. When one person handles multiple parts of a transaction, they can make errors or steal money and hide it easily. This leads to asset theft, wrong financial reports, and problem-finding mistakes. For a growing business like Harmoni Jaya, these control problems will get worse as they process more transactions.
Our second finding is poor sales order documentation and authorization. They take sales order by phone without checking if the order details and the customer are real. They also have no approval process before order are processed. And their 2-copy sales order form doesn't provide enough tracking information. Most importantly, they don't check credit limits before giving credit to the customer.
This problem exposed the company to fake orders, bad debts from customers who exceed credit limits, and order mistakes that hurt customer relationship and business efficiency.
Thank you both Ms. Hanis and Ms. Alia. Now, let's discuss our control solution for the risk. Ms. Leah, can you explain our recommendation?
Sure, Ms. Chairman. For segregation of duties, we suggest immediate changes. First, spread the jobs for recording sales and handling cash between different peoples. Second, give bank reconciliation works to someone who doesn't handle cash. Third, use 2% procedures for opening mail with customer payments, with both people writing down the amounts received.
We made these recommendations practical for their current size but good for future growth. As they get bigger, we suggest hiring more accounting staff for better job separation. This makes their control stronger while supporting business growth.
For the sales order, we recommend a formal sales order form with 3 copies, which is customer, warehouse, and also accounting, with the pre-number sequence. We also suggest making clear authorization rules based on order values and formal processes for checking customer information and credit limit before processing order.
For a long term, we recommend a simple computer order entry system that enforces control and keeps complete records for all sales transactions. This fixes current problem and supports their growth.
And our third recommendation area is inventory management controls. We suggest formal inventory, request forms that must be completed and approved before items are removed, restricted warehouse access with entry and exit records, and regular physical inventory counts with reconciliation to records.
That's a good solution. Now, let's review our management letter structure. Miss Misha, please present the key part of management letter.
I'm sure, Ms. Chairman, our management letter follows professional audit standards and is written to Mr. Farid as General Manager. We organize it clearly, explain our findings and recommendation in 3 important areas, each with detailed risk, explanation and practical solutions. The first section talk about inadequate segregation of duties. We documented specific examples like Aisha's multiple jobs and explained how this creates chances for errors and fraud to happen without being caught. Our recommendations include quick steps they can take and longer-term solutions as they grow. I made sure that each recommendation includes immediate action and progressive improvement. We thought about their budget limit and gave cost-effective solution they can implement step by step.
The second section covers inadequate sales order documentation and authorization. We clearly explain how their current phone-based system with a minimal checking creates vulnerability to unauthorized orders and credit risk. Our recommendations move from simple form improvement to potential system implementation.
What I really like about our approach is how we explain not just what could go wrong, but specifically how these problems will affect their business operations, customer relationship, and financial reporting. This helps management understand why our recommendations are urgent and important for their business.
And the third section addresses weak inventory management controls. We documented the lack of formal paperwork for inventory movements, unrestricted warehouse access, and no regular inventory counts. Our recommendations create accountability while protecting their physical assets.
Throughout the management letter, we kept a professional, helpful tone while clearly saying that this issue needs quick attention. Each recommendation is specific and actionable, not just theoretical suggestion.
Thank you for explaining all the key parts. And now, let's check if our report is complete. Miss Misha, please review what we have in our report and is it complete?
Yes, Ms. Chairman. Our complete assessment includes the management letter as our main deliverable, supported by detailed internal control analysis, comprehensive flowcharts of current processes, control objectives with specific activities and tasks, and a strong conclusion that connects everything together. We also prepared proper appendices with references and make sure our work meets all academic requirements.
I checked that our formatting is the same throughout. Our language maintains professional audit standards and all technical concepts are clearly explained. The management letter flows logically from problem identification to risk explanation to specific recommendation.
I also verified that each section of our management letter addressed the control weaknesses we found during our assessment. Our recommendations are practical and can be implemented by a small company like Harmoni Jaya.
The risk analysis in each section clearly explains the potential impact on the business, which makes our recommendations more convincing and help management understand why they need to act quickly.
Very nice.
Since our report is already complete, excellent work everybody. Is there any final thought before we finish our meeting?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I think we created a comprehensive, practical management letter that shows our understanding of internal control principles and provide real value to Harmoni Jaya.
I also agree with you. Not only that, our recommendations are realistic and can grow with their business, which is exactly what they need.
Also, the letter meets professional audit standards while being understandable to management.
I will complete our documentation and make sure all deliverables are ready for submission.
Perfect. Thank you for all your excellent teamwork, everyone. Our management letter provide valuable insight and practical recommendation that will genuinely help Harmoni Jaya strengthen their internal control and support their continued growth. This meeting is now closed. Thank you, everyone. You may dismiss.